Good evening and welcome to end of week 9 for Monday Night Football, where tonight we have the New England Patriots and Minnesota Vikings doing battle in Foxborough. Both teams are coming off interesting finishes last week. Patriots came off a heartbreaking 3-point loss after Tom Brady mounted quite the comeback, but came up short to the Buffalo Bills. The Minnesota Vikings, on the other hand, are really making a case for possibly taking the NFC North lead from Green Bay and shifting Green Bay to the 5th seed. As the playoff conversation goes deeper and deeper, seed conversation will start to come up. These games are going to get a lot more aggressive. The push starts now. By the way, the Vikings will be all white, which you'll see very shortly. As we take you out to Gillette Stadium on an overcast night, mid-October Monday. And out come the hometown Patriots, led by Jimmy Garoppolo and Deion Lewis for some reason.
Hello, welcome everybody. Brandon
Let's look at the sidelines.
We are live for a prime time matchup.
See the Vikings in their all-white jerseys. They'll wear them later in the Week 15 finale for them, which by the all Week 15 games have been on Saturday. You see Tom Brady, the experienced vet, trying to hype his team up tonight. And the Vikings have won the toss and elected to receive. We're going to see Teddy Bridgewater in the powerful offense of the Vikings on the field. Gostowski is going to send it for Cordell Patterson. Devlin tries blowing him up, but he loses a tackle. But they can stop at the 20. As we'd also like to remind you that this game will be presented from our Skycam view. Those of you who have a lot of experience playing Madden, you get to see this game from behind the quarterback.
Loves to watch the game, loves to analyze it, and he does it so well.
So the Vikings will be setting up shop at the 20-yard line when number 30 broke him down. And it looks like it's a draw for a gain of 1. As we look at the the Vikings offensive line. Look at the receivers. The receivers are probably the biggest reason the Vikings have the offense that they have. They got Treadwell, Stephon Diggs, obviously famous for the Minneapolis Miracle, aka the thing that actually made Joe Buck cream his pants on live television. And you got guys like Kyle Rudolph, the big tight end, Adrian Peterson, the All-Pro. And as we look at the Patriots secondary, a lot of players to watch, especially number 21, Malcolm Butler, obviously famous for his 1-yard interception of the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. That led to them having a tantrum. Diggs goes in motion, drops back, and Diggs is able to complete it for a 7-yard gain.
Works awfully well for a defense. They still have to find a way to score points. And as long
nice
as you're not
little
giving those up, you're doing just fine.
Slant-ish looking route. Definitely a solid hit there.
The offense back to the line after the completion for first.
Offense back to the line at the 31. And the handoff to Adrian Peterson, who gets stopped again for a gain of 1. It was Collins who brought him down that time. It was Branch and Collins, the defensive line. So far, the line's doing kind of half-decent job of stopping Adrian Peterson. which was the big problem last week or a couple weeks ago when the Vikings played the Rams. And Peterson goes to the right side. He gets stopped for a gain of 2. And that was the big problem last week is the Rams' defensive line just had a lot of trouble trying to contain Adrian Peterson in the second half. I mean, they did okay, but after a while, their defense just got worn out.
So second down was a run play.
3rd and 7 from the Vikings 33.
So a nickel formation here.
Patriots in the nickel. 3 receivers to the left. Triple coverage on one receiver as Long gets hit. Rudolph is able to convert, but he gets pushed out at the sidelines. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, though. Good man coverage, which isn't easy these days. These wide receivers in the NFL so talented.
So we're going to see the Vikings at the punting unit on the field.
These wide receivers, they can do it all. Go over the top, go past you, and out-muscle you.
As Locke kicks it off to Danny Amendola, punt return specialist. And he gets pinned straight to the left side as he's taken out the 29 as out comes Tom Brady, looking to eat his team back after 2 straight losses. Last time that was the case was 2002. He looks to avoid a third straight loss possibly. However, last time that was the case was 2002. Last time they lost 2 straight and came to Foxborough was ironically last year when Brady won his 6th as Garrett Blount. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And you look at the Patriots offense and dear Lord, especially, I would really focus on their receivers tonight personally. When you got guys like Chris Hogan and Julian Edelman, who really is actually settling into his role as Wes Welker 2.0 quite a bit.
And the defense comes out of the dime.
And
Play clock winding down. Yelling some things out here to the receivers. They'll operate from the gun.
Brady to Chris Hogan for a solid gain. He had about 14 on the play.
It's not the most glamorous route that a receiver can run, but how crisply did he run the out route in order to
That was a solid route there. This little bullet to Chris Hogan for a gain of 14. Looked like the Vikings were playing zone there, which that zone defense is Tom Brady's bread and butter. He just carves it up like it's nothing. By the way, Brady had a couple interesting games. He's going to be hosting the Seahawks next week. And Blount drops it, incomplete.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well.
So 2nd down and 10.
Second down now after the
incomplete pass. And 3 receivers to the left. 1 to the right. That is Gronkowski, who Brady fires. And who else but Gronk, who brings it in. Touchdown, Patriots. It is very tough to bring down Gronkowski. Watch 34 if you can get another angle here. Look at this. Gronkowski gets open. 34 doesn't even try to tackle him. That's a nice little ankle breaker by Rob Gronkowski for a touchdown. Wow.
So on they come now for the extra point.
And the Patriots will turn 6 into 7. That was a beautiful play there by Brady to Gronk as Steven Gostowski kicks it off straight up the middle to Cordell Patterson, who takes it out. And he gets slammed at the 19. So, 1st and 10 from the 19. Clear series to the left, the tight end to the right.
It's a handoff this time. Moving left side.
And that's a solid gain there by Adrian Peterson. In fact, you remember all the way back to the last tournament I did in AP's first game against the Broncos, he had a wicked run to the left side, ending the first half, making several Broncos miss. Of course, that was ultimately the reason that Mark Sanchez was let go from the Broncos in that tournament. Kyle Rudolph shifts to his right. Ninkovich can't get to him. Bridgewater can't connect. Incomplete. First quarter is ended. The Patriots up 7-0. We'll be back here. After this break, you're watching Monday Night Football on ABC.
Back live now in a low-scoring affair. This has been a battle on the defensive side of the football.
Second quarter is kicked off. Teams are starting to switch sides as the Vikings are at the 24-yard line.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the defense coming out this time in the nickel. The snap from the
Defense in the nickel. Makes a miss, but that pass gets broken up. Incomplete. It was Ryan that broke him up in the 26.
The best ones in the game, though, don't let it turn into 2 or 3.
Now let's see what they can do this time as the Vikings are held to 3 and out. Locke will kick it off, and Amendola drops it, but picks it up, but there's a flag in the play. Looks like it might be on the Patriots. As Logan Ryan is busted for clipping.
That was a high wire act play there, Brandon. They had the ball, they lost it, but somehow they recovered it.
Wow.
A total sigh of relief for the recovering team.
Ain't that the truth? So after the penalty, the Patriots are going to be setting up at the 15-yard line. Blount trying to look for some space. He gets pushed by 73, Shereen Floyd. So,
see if they stay on the ground for
second down and 9.
And a nickel back on the field.
Brady takes a snap. Looking for a man. Huge step. Unloads this one deep for Julian Edelman. Warp speed. Touchdown, New England. You think two straight losses would have taken the fire out of Tom Brady? Watch this. Beautiful shot to Julian Edelman right down the sideline. Just tore a hole in the Vikings secondary. Oh my goodness. Wow. Kind of surprising to see the Vikings haven't really been able to do much or anything against a tough team like the Patriots. You know, they're just so put together on both sides of the ball that you have to bring your A game, especially on offense. Steven Gostowski kicks it off. And Shrelis is going to take it out again. And he gets stopped at the 20. So again, that is another touchback. First and 10 from the 20. Wow, Patriots, if you look at the stats, look at this. And Bridgewater's down, the ball is out. The Vikings got really lucky. And after the Patriots are probably like, damn, we should have got that one. Bridgewater tries to dance around, doesn't even see Hightower come in. Wow. Great job there by the Patriots to be able to knock that ball out, try to pin the Vikings.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down.
So after that fumble, the Patriots have pushed the Vikings to their 15, and didn't even go anywhere that time, as Hightower was all over Peterson. So, 3rd and 16.
So running on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Shotgun snap here.
Bridgewater from the shotgun. Uncorks it. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense. Brand, I came out much on that one. A lovely looking deep ball thrown. They were just unable to connect.
Huh.
So after the incompletion,
by the way, all time referring to the Patriots losing streak coming into tonight's game. Last time they lost 2 straight was back in 2018, and whenever the Patriots have a losing streak like that, as Amendola muffs it, tries to play it off like he's Mr. Cool, as he's brought down to 49. Wow. Locke kicks it off. It's like, did he trip or what? Sounded like he looked like he tripped or something. So after that almost big mistake, the Patriots will be setting a shot at the 49. Brady to Amendola for The catch at the 35-yard line.
A beautiful job by the quarterback, selling the play action fake and finding an open receiver downfield. Back now off the 2-minute warning.
Back here in
alongside Charles Davis.
Here at Foxborough off the 2-minute warning. Patriots so far have a 14-0 lead, which is quite the statement win compared to the games that they lost. They lost Cincinnati 24-7. Brady gets hit. Ball swatted away, incomplete. Definitely decent coverage there.
He was pressured. Brandon, the rush showed up so fast. The quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So, there you go. Second down and 10.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
As they are at 35.
The defense here in a dime look.
Looks like they brought tight end Ben Washington on the field.
Snap from the gun.
Brady gonna torque it. Incomplete. Nearly a big mistake there by Brady.
Very nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got
At
it all.
the
Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. Try to see what the Patriots are going to do.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. He's barking out some instructions. Takes a snap out of the
Brady
gun.
drops back. 3rd and 10. Gronk with another catch. Touchdown, Patriots. Wow, they're really doing a terrible job covering Gronkowski. The Vikings are. That's twice that Brady's hit Gronkowski in the end zone. The Bills covered him pretty well. I mean, when you look at they had the 2 weeks to prepare against the Vikings, you think they're not rested up? Oh, you'd be sadly mistaken, my friend.
So here comes the extra.
That is the 3rd touchdown of the game that Brady has thrown.
Then he adds the point after.
That was a Gronk's 2nd touchdown of the game. Obviously, Julian Edelman is hauled in the other one.
Now we are teed up and ready to go.
As Gostowski will kick it off.
Then he'll have a chance to return this one.
Oof.
And he's tackled down at the 20.
And that is Freeney bringing down Strellis at the 21-yard line. So, minute 46 left in the first half.
Getting set on first down.
Rudolph goes in motion. Bridgewater drops in the shotgun. 3 steps. And he's going to go.
And a good chunk of yardage there.
Nice little QB sneak as the guard and the center are on top of each other. Looking like brother and sister. As McCourty intercepts it. Big mistake there by Devin McCourty. And a terrible, terrible throw by Mr. Bridgewater. Look at that. Beautiful throw pick right there by McCourty. As fun fact, the first time the Patriots brought these uniforms out in the Brady era, other than the things. Oh, okay.
Taken down for the sack.
The first time the Patriots brought the uniforms back in the Brady era. Before, pre the Thanksgiving game against the Lions was the AFL anniversary game against the Titans. In 2009,
tremendous coverage there, just did not catch the football.
Which Patriots blew out the Titans 59-0. You think we could see that tonight with the way the Vikings have been basically played with? That could be a unique possibility. Third down and 22 from the 49-yard line of the Patriots. Dion Lewis gets in 48. So
run play unsuccessful on third down, and now they will have to punt.
This is the first time the Patriots have had their punting unit out on the field tonight. As Allen will kick it off, they're going to bring some heavy pressure and pin the Vikings at the 20 with 12 seconds left. They're going to probably throw it up most likely. You got 12 seconds left. You're down by 3 touchdowns. Start going to the air. It hasn't been that successful. They're going for the draw. Kind of an odd decision there. As Collins brings down Adrian Peterson for the second time tonight. Definitely a smart play there. At halftime, the Vikings are in quite the hole here at Foxborough tonight. You're watching Monday Night Football on ABC. Let's look at some highlights, shall we? Tom Brady connects with Wes Welker 2.0 for a huge 85-yard scamper. Tom Brady is going to connect with the Hulk himself, tight end, Rob Gronkowski, for a touchdown. And Brady will do the same thing again. Tom Brady is going to look for a huge shot over the middle to Danny Amendola. As we look at the halftime stats, everything, with the exception of rushing yards and time of possession, is really swinging towards the Patriots' side. So the Patriots, in a traditional, very Belichickian-like move, they've deferred and waited till the second half. And this time, Martin.
So this actually is going to go for a touchback as they put the Patriots at the 25,
which could be a big mistake here because knowing how efficient Brady is and that Brady has been tonight, that could be a little a mistake. As you look at game trends, the Vikings only have 19 meager yards, 2 passing yards, 17 rushing yards. And that's the only reason they've been able to do anything. As the Garrett Blount gets a couple yards. So the games for these two teams next week as we finally get into November. The Patriots will host the Seattle Seahawks at 2 o'clock Eastern on Fox.
Second down following the run.
And I don't remember who the Vikings play week 10.
So everybody split out wide, the QB by himself. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Brady connects to Edelman. And he gets brought down to 44. So the Vikings will play the Pittsburgh Steelers at home next Sunday, 2:30 Eastern on CBS. First time they'll bring out the Color Rush threads this year.
The offense back to the line after the
Tom Brady's been quite efficient tonight.
The QB's calling something out from the gun.
Brady drops, fires to Martellus Bennett, who converts for the first down. Tom Brady has been pretty efficient tonight. He's hit 226 yards for 3 touchdowns and a 63% completion.
Catch there and a first down. Brandon, excellent execution. Quarterback knew where the ball had to be placed. The receiver knew where the first down line was.
Should have just cut to the left and took off. Definitely a smart play there. Brady with man behind. Martellus Bennett goes in motion. And LeGarrette Blount gets a gain of 7 that time.
You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the fourth quarter, you can break a big one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And some extra help in the defensive secondary here as they drop into the dime. The play clock's running down.
Play clock running down. Operating from the gun. Oh, batted down. It was Chris Hogan that was intended for the catch.
Because of the pressure, he's had to move outside the pocket, and he has made some big plays, but he has to be careful.
It was Brady.
Sometimes when you throw into traffic, bad things can happen.
He's been quite efficient, but probably should have looked for a different man downfield. Next week, Monday Night Football kicks off the month of November with a trip to Mexico City on ABC. As Blount bounces through multiple tackles to be brought down at the 20. So while we do that, I'm going to plug for next week's Monday Night Football game. Coverage, as usual, will begin at 7 o'clock Eastern with Monday Night Countdown on ESPN. And then at 8, we'll move over to ABC. And then at 9 Eastern, the Chargers and Bengals will do battle across the border. For the first Mexican Madden 17 tournament game. We had a London game last time. Never hurts to have a Mexican game as well. The Chargers are the home team. Blount tries to get a gain of 2. They really stuffed LeGarrette Blount and really made Tom Brady go to the air a lot tonight, which is kind of unusual because normally LeGarrette Blount just feasts.
Second and 8.
On defenses, and especially with the running game the Patriots have, as Brady fires it to Amendola, who gets clobbered. Look at that. He comes in. Bam! That was a shot.
Like I felt that from up here.
And I'm not even in Maryland right now.
And now after the catch, the offense with a fresh set of downs.
So after that one, let's see what they're going to do. Blount with his first touchdown of the game, and the Patriots continue to pour it on.
Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blow, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
So, After that one, the Patriots continue to pad onto their lead. Can the Vikings be shut out? I mean, this is definitely going to be interesting to see how they do here.
And everyone is lined up for the kickoff.
Let's just see if they even try to respond to this at all. And Trellis gets pounded, fumbles it. Patriots recover it.
No matter how it came about, every special teams coach in the league will tell you, when covering a kick, if you can get the ball at the same time,
Watch this.
that's a huge.
Trellis takes it. It's not really the greatest angle, but Devlin just strips the ball. Watch this. Comes in. Freeney knocks it out. Lands right into the hands of Johnson, number 59. See if this is a legit hit call. This is Minnesota's second turnover tonight. Bennett providing some extra blocking before we end the half. Blount, no, not going to be brought down, not going to be denied. Touchdown, Patriots. They continue to pour it on Minnesota.
Partner, that was an impressive run, but I think it has to be way more than that. We didn't expect this guy to be able to break a long run and get all the way.
Now look at Blount was starting to get a little frustrated, getting stuffed right there. He's really starting to open up, and he just scored 2 straight running touchdowns, 1.5. And it seemed like they were right on top of each other.
And a PAT coming up.
As Gostowski goes for the extra point. They might actually consider putting Jimmy Garoppolo in for this next game, or this next half. Because, wow.
Third quarter comes to a close. If you look up the definition of a blowout, you're witnessing it here in this one. Charles and I will go deep into the notes after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is a blowout. 35-0. The most points the Patriots have scored under the Brady era, 59, which was ironically another shutout against the Tennessee Titans. Mike Zimmer is probably not going to be happy with Bill Belichick after this game, as we were anticipating, with the Vikings getting a Monday night game, we were anticipating Bridgewater being able to hold his own with Tom Brady. I guess wrong. Guess wrong. The Patriots, I think they're sending a message, do not awake the sleeping giant, because he will crush you. And crush they're doing. First down and 10. Bridgewater at this point, all he's got to do is just throw it to the air, and Collins continues to push Bridgewater to use Peterson back, to shove Peterson back, as they have been critical of the Vikings passing game. And Collins pushes the Vikings back.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
The Cowboys and Buccaneers, after their wins yesterday, they are still alive in the NFC playoff picture. And Ryan with the interception. And it continues to get uglier and uglier. There's a flag in the Vikings, and I think we know why. There was a penalty. It was Patrick Chung and Danny Wright pass interference on the Vikings.
Little jostling there, but it's going to be the offense that gets the penalty flag for interference.
The tempers are starting to flare. At this point, if you're LeGarrette Blount, and just pad your stats. Patriots bringing the two tight end set. Trying to find some space. Breaks the tackle and he gets down to 33. As you see his stats pop up on the screen. 2 touchdowns, pretty much back to back. 8 rushes for 68 yards tonight.
And that created the space needed for the offense to pick up the first down.
And if you'd have thought that the Vikings would have been blown out this bad, and this is the second biggest blowout compared to week 5, ironically, that we've witnessed. That was the Chargers and the Steelers game, which was 42-0. As the Patriots have continued to push into the red zone. LeGarrette Blount trying to make some pretty sick cuts.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 18.
Stick with the ground game on first down.
Blount goes nowhere. It was Sendejo that was there. Stop. Kind of surprising that they may be going to the air here. Pretty much to attempt to really frustrate the Patriots some more with the Vikings. Sorry. Brady to Gronk for a touchdown. And Gronk just put a really big dent in the end zone. They continue to pour it on in the second half.
And that's just another long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire.
That's Gronk's 3rd touchdown of tonight's game. Look at this. Gronk smash. Ash puny Viking.
Kicking unit on to add the
Point after try. And the lead goes to 42, which ties the Steelers in there in the most points scored in a Madden 17 tournament game this tournament, which was, again, week 5 against Pittsburgh.
And the kickoff team, they all appear set.
A lot of shutouts this week. We had the shutout yesterday, except it was, less of a bloodbath.
And this drive will start at the 20.
But it was the Broncos shutting out the Giants 24-0. So 1st and 10 from the 25.
Set on first down.
Blocking some extra tight end. Getting some extra blocking. Bridgewater gets thrown right side, gets batted into the air. It was number 17 that was intended on the play.
They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shoved the play down. Unable to connect to the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
And getting late in the 4th quarter, the Vikings would probably wish the game ended 3rd quarter, as Ryan with another interception, as we've hit the 2-minute warning. And this continues to get more and more of a blowout. And looks like we may have some issues here, as this is Minnesota's 4th turnover of tonight's game.
So 1st and 10.
Let me repeat. 4. As Blount goes nowhere. At this point, the Patriots are just going to run out the clock as much as they can.
Offense still needing 10 yards.
Especially with guys like Garrett Blount, who's trying to look for space, and he's got it. Or not, because he's down at the 40.
This is where clock awareness really comes into play. I don't expect this offense to snap
6 touchdowns the entire game.
left on the play clock on each and every down.
And the Patriots have just walked away with one of their biggest statement wins in the Brady era. And to say this is a statement win is an understatement. Garrett Blount with 2 touchdowns, 12 carries for 106 yards. Seemed like they were going to stuff him just like in Buffalo. And Blount breaks free for another touchdown, tries to run laterally, and he's in. Touchdown, New England. They continue to pour it on.
A final touchdown, Brandon. I'm not so sure that these two coaches are going to be real happy about getting together after the game. Yeah, where I come from, they call that salt in the wound. And salt in the wounds always hurts. Yeah, we'll have to track that post-game handshake.
Yeah. The Patriots are a very angry team when you pin them back against the wall and they really think that, they're done, they're out of it. They always put together amazing performances like this. 49-0. This, I think, has just taken the lead for most one-sided game in this Madden tournament. I mean, we obviously had the Bills and Rams score-a-thon in Week 7. But other than that, we have only had really major blowouts. Obviously, the Patriots had their own blowout on the road on Monday Night Football, Week 5 in Denver. But ironically, that same week, the Steelers decimated the Chargers 42-0. And the Vikings, all they can do is just hope to God they get at least something on the board.
Shotgun snap.
As goes to the shotgun, Kyle Rudolph gets slammed to the deck.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long,
I secretly can't tell if we're watching the Vikings act like a high school team. Honestly, the Cowboys won yesterday,
second down now,
and the Texans also had their second win of the year in the late game against Cincinnati. 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap here.
23 seconds. Diggs with the catch. And this may not be much of anything as Chung puts him on the face. Vikings get a touchdown, but it's basically all for nothing, as the Patriots have 7 touchdowns, pretty much among Gronkowski, Edelman, and Blount combined.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at the score. And that was Treadwell's little
Middle finger.
to Bill Belichick. Josh McDaniels. I think I saw him give number 1 off camera as Diggs ran by.
So
that might have been his O coordinator. And they turn it to 49-7. So much for the shutout. Stephon Diggs was able to kick on the Jets.
And the kicker set, we're just about ready.
Kicker is going to send it deep to Amendola, who's been iffy on returns tonight. As Amendola gets across to the 26. Ten seconds left in tonight's game. I guarantee you if they score, there's probably going to be a big fight. Blount, right side, trying to make some room. And that will be it from New England tonight. As the Patriots have probably the biggest statement win of this tournament.
One team came off the bus ready to play, the other one didn't, and we saw that right from the first whistle. I'll tell you what, a lot of people watching, maybe this is an underdog win, and it is an underdog win, but this is something that maybe you saw coming, Charles. You remember when we were talking
when you have a team like the Patriots, when you kick them down, give them back-to-back losses, they usually put on stellar performances.
Sorry, Dad, you didn't say it right. We did. Sorry, Pops.
Which could probably contribute to the fact that Bill Belichick looks at the minor things, and you get the Patriots with killer team. They just work together all day. You may not be a Patriots fan or whatever, but you have to admit that the Patriots, they know how to rise to the top, especially when we get closer to the playoffs. Both teams will play the early games next week. The Patriots will host the Seahawks on Fox at 2 o'clock Eastern next Sunday. And the Vikings will be heading home, probably to ice some wounds, to host the Pittsburgh Steelers
at 2:30 Eastern on CBS. Remember that Kevin Harlan will call that game. And the game here, the Patriots game at home with the Seahawks, 4 straight home games for them. That will be going to Fox's number one crew, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Well, from tonight in Foxborough, all I can say is
congratulations to the Patriots for the amount of dead slain Vikings you laid on the field tonight. So long from Foxborough.